Other interesting cultural news, you have non-citizens in Minnesota saying that they are registered to vote, and it seems like their employer is doing them. Nice question. Which employer is it? Now this comes to us thanks to Libs of TikTok, in which she says, quote, breaking, non-citizens in Minnesota say that they are registered to vote, but the media told me this never happens. That's why 198 Democrats voted against a bill requiring proof of U.S. citizenship to vote. Video credited to Real Muckraker, Muckraker, and hashtag or the other @ oversight PR. And it's about 6 minutes. We'll just play the first minute here or two, kind of get the idea.
Have you been registered?
Yes,
And was it at work?
at work.
Are you a citizen or not yet?
No.
Are you already registered?
Yes, we are.
Were you registered at work?
Yeah, that's right.
So you're not a citizen yet.
No, they haven't given me anything yet.
Who do you prefer, President Trump or Kamala Harris?
I mean, not Trump.
No?
Definitely not him.
Minnesota Governor Tim Walz has bragged about turning his state into a sanctuary for non-citizens from around the world. In 2023,
On that note, there's a reason they redesigned their flag to a rudimentary flag that looks like the country of Somalia's flag. They used to have a beautiful flag. I mean, back in the day, Minnesota had a beautiful historic flag for hundreds of years. It's very ornate with very beautiful designs, but now it's as if a child used crayon with only 3 or 4 colors. I'm pretty sure Trump said that when asked for comment about the flag. I'm only partially jesting, and perhaps that was the worst Trump impression you heard all year. But at least that's a #1 at something. Let me know your thoughts in the comments.
Walz signed into law the Driver's License for All bill, which allowed non-citizens with any immigration status to get a license. Shortly thereafter,
Now it says any, but the paperwork highlighted says allow all undocumented residents, many of whom drive to school work, to get a driver's license to prove they're safe drivers and qualify for car insurance.
Shortly thereafter, Walz signed into law the Democracy for the People Act, which automatically registers people to vote through Minnesota's driver and vehicle services. We conducted our own investigation in Minnesota to ensure that the non-citizens Tim Walz
Whoa, fact check here. They have streaming video of Minnesota. I believe it's probably in Minneapolis, and it's not on fire? That's pretty rare. We're going to have to do some further investigations.
advocates for are not abusing our electoral system. Shockingly, at one apartment complex in Minneapolis, a staggering 31% of the individuals we spoke to admitted to being non-citizens who were registered to vote. Our investigation raises
Another very unusual thing, who lives in Minnesota and they have a t-shirt on? I understand, I always say all men, truly all men, always suit up, of course. However, this person is at their home, they're not expecting the camera necessarily, and they actually have a t-shirt that says Washington, D.C. Which, I don't know trying to think, I don't know anyone in my life, and I have people on left, right, all political affiliations. I don't know anyone who would actually willingly want to wear one, yet alone buy one or obtain a Washington, D.C. shirt. Like, even if you went there for vacation, because I know there's some, good museums and stuff, but even if you went there, would you want to represent the city? I don't know, to me, that's weird too.
who were registered to vote. Our investigation raises serious questions about election integrity in Minnesota, and the implications for the 2024 presidential election are deeply concerning.
Venimos con una organización que se dedica a registrar a la gente hispana.
I'm kicking myself. I only know a little bit of Spanish. But nevertheless, they do actually have text on screen. Now the text says, quote, we're an organization that helps people register Hispanic people
Se dedica a registrar a la gente hispana para poder votar
to vote in upcoming elections next
en las
month.
elecciones que vienen el mes que viene. Mucha gente dice que ya los registraron
Which, again, if they're citizens, that's fine. It's awesome. And it's continuing to say, quote, many people say they've already been registered at work
en el trabajo o en el supermercado.
or the supermarket.
Usted ya está registrada.
Sí,
Ya está.
también en el trabajo.
Oh,
I said, yes, I'm also registered at work.
¿En el trabajo? Ah, ok. ¿Usted es ciudadana o no es ciudadana?
No.
No es. So, usted
And it says, are you a citizen? No.
no es ciudadana, ¿verdad?
No.
Venimos con una organización que se dedica a registrar a la gente hispana para poder votar en las elecciones que vienen el mes que viene. ¿Usted ya está registrado?
Sí,
¿Ya está?
estamos, sí, gracias.
¿O en el trabajo lo
Sí,
registraron?
así es.
Ah, ok.
Sí, trabajo en el...
¿Cómo?
Oh, why do they censor that work?
Trabajo.
Ah, Sí, ahí lo registraron.
Ahí es donde estamos.
Y oiga, ¿y usted es ciudadano o no es ciudadano?
En eso estoy.
En eso está.
Así es.
So, no.
So are you becoming a citizen? I'm working on it. Again, this undercover reporter was posing as someone trying to get people registered to vote. And again, it's really good. Go to Oversight Project on X Twitter, see the whole 6.5 minute video. And yeah, pretty concerning, and especially sounds like election interference to me. And again, if you're an employer, especially larger employer, there is extra scrutiny on making sure you employ people who are proper U.S. citizens. They have the whole additional background check, or the background check that entails that component. And yeah, those, granted, perhaps the size and scope of those companies, they'll never go out of business, like 3M or something like that. It's famously headquartered in Minnesota. But yeah, that's pretty darn concerning. I would think every American would be outraged and irate that this is happening. But not so much. It did go moderately viral. It got 1.1 million views as well as 43,000 likes. One of the first comments coming from Paul Zuzupa says, quote, Democrats will always cheat at the elections so long as they're not legally stopped from doing it. That's a given. That's why Kamala let all those illegals in, getting 158 likes, which, again, record number of illegals in the past 43 months is about 11 million estimated, which, yeah, it was the worst in history. That's more than the population of most states, which is astronomically concerning, especially if they don't share our morals and values, and especially because we've seen the statistics on how many of them, again, not all of them, but some of them are straight up criminals. Not the good kind, the bad. Like, some of them are committing the worst crimes against humanity and hurting women and children, and even taking other people's lives. It's been estimated about 400,000 plus in that regard. And again, it's pretty concerning. It's obviously putting stress on local municipalities, local, a lot of these cities aren't set up to handle that influx. And yeah, everyone should be pissed and irate and concerned, but yeah, apparently not so much. People are, you see, like in pop culture these days, be like, oh yeah, what's Taylor Swift singing about these days? Oh, Beyonce's going to sing at Kamala's thingamajig. Well, she's very wise. I'll listen to her. Which, don't get me started on people, on celebrities endorsing people, celebrities endorsing politicians and people giving them creed, or people being influenced by them. But I think it's ridiculous on both sides to it, to be frank. You need a celebrity to tell you to vote, probably shouldn't be voting. Nevertheless, I'll get back to the comments. And again, click that subscribe button. It may very well help with my speaking ineptitudes. I know sometimes I speak way too fast. I'm actively working on that. When I first started the show, I had no subscribers. Well, I had 2 or 3 thanks to family members, but my speaking was terrible. I spoke even faster back then and mispronounced things, and truth be told, stumbled over my words worse than Joe Biden trying to climb upstairs. However, as I slowly but surely gain more subscribers, I've become more articulate and better with my speaking. Granted, some might argue it's just a modicum of improvement, but nevertheless an improvement. So, if you go ahead and click that button and tell your friends, I greatly appreciate it. Shoot, tell your enemies. They might be so pissed because they hate the show, you can kind of poke the bear, so to say, proverbial speaking, or maybe they become your friends because they like the show and you bond over it. I'm not sure what the statistical outcome of that being, less than 2%, but a wise pilot once said, never tell me the odds. Now, going back to me attempting to read the comments, you also have, let's see, Marauder Magazine saying, quote, they walk among us thanks to the Biden-Harris administration. It says, your enemy is not in Russia. It's a picture of, well, at least the folks I do recognize. It's Kerry, Fauci, George Soros, Obama, another guy, let's see, Charles Schwab, Bill Gates, and I don't recognize another individual. That did get 208 likes. This is kind of funny. It's the Riddler, the old school Riddler from like the 50s or 60s. I believe it was the era with Adam West. This one, his profile is hashtag unusual pregnant, saying riddle, says riddled me this. If voter fraud is so low, why do liberals sort of temper tantrum whenever anyone bothers to check, getting 177 likes? See, not enough people clicked on the button to subscribe, so I would have spoken better. Just click that button. I only partially jest. Let's see here. You have the thinking meme, and this person's name is Masculine Base, saying, quote, just think, if non-citizens are allowed to vote, we could start seeing billions of ballots for every election, and your ballot would statistically be meaningless. Getting 36 likes. Let's see here. Let's see. Not seeing any contrarian statements here. Not too surprised. And I mean, the real question is, will these businesses be charged? Because again, and especially if you're a defense which I'm trying to think of the U.S. breakdown where defense contractors are located. It is typically D.C., the more southern. I'm not sure how many No, 3M does make some fantastic substances and materials, research and development. They're darn near second to none. I would guess that they have federal sales. If you're a federal contractor doing business with the federal government, there's even more scrutiny, also national security implications for not just hiring illegals. Again, some of them might be here legally on the visas, but if you're getting them registered to vote, that could be some pretty big implications in terms of, you know, fines, fees, or additional regulation. So I would think that would be an extra incentive for businesses to not do this. But let me know, dude, how common do you think this is, and who's driving this? Are the businesses aware of this, or are they just being woefully ignorant? Let me know, because as always, be fascinated to hear what you have to say. Thank you, everyone, for taking the time to tune in. Again, try to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the month, so if you can click that button, I greatly appreciate it. Also, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, or comment. It's a great way to give me some additional feedback, letting me know how I can make the show better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe, fight the good fight.